I thought we could do a little brainstorming and put together a martial arts practice schedule. My name's Keith Pascal. Let's get started. First, you'll need a piece of paper for your schedule. I'm labeling mine Sunday through Saturday. First, the warm-ups. On Monday, I'll use footwork as the warm-up. Tuesday, calisthenics. On Wednesday, four-way kicks. On Thursday, I'll pull out the sticks for some good Sinwali practice. On Friday, I'm going to make it a free choice. I'll warm up any way that I want. After my warm-ups, I'll go straight into abdominal exercises. Boy, my stomach really needs the work. This week I'll be practicing crunches, rows, and touching my knees to my chest while lying on the floor. I'm drawing arrows as a personal reminder not to pause and to go right into my next exercise after my ab work. I'm going to alternate days for leg and arm practice, so I plan to kick on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Monday, I'm going to punch, probably 300. On Wednesday, I'll practice eye jabs, and then on Friday, I'll combine the two of them and practice punches and eye jabs. For the next few weeks, I want to make sure that I include footwork practice after I'm warmed up. And on Friday, I want to make sure that I combine my footwork practice with elbow strikes. Let's see, what am I forgetting? On Monday, I'd like to borrow Kate's arm for a little wrist locks pattern practice. There are 3 wrist locks that I'd like to add for variety. On Tuesday, I'm going to practice stop kicks. On Wednesday, my footwork is going to include interrupted timing. On Thursday, I'm going to start from a neutral position, lead with my hand, and then follow with a low kick. And finally, on Friday, I'm going to grab Kate, we'll touch hands, close our eyes, and hit each other for some chi sao. For my cool down, I'm going to do a set of Qi Gong on Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to borrow from yoga and do a stretching exercise called Salutation to the Sun. And on Friday and Saturday, I'm going to do Silam Dao, the first form from Wing Chun. But what about my practice on Sunday? I know that I'm probably not going to do a full martial arts routine, but I would like to get some practice in. So instead of all of my ab exercises, I'm going to do crunches, but I'll do 300 instead of the normal 200. I'd also like to do some leg raises. I'll spread it out throughout the day. Probably 4 sets of 15 raises on each leg. Also, I'd like to get in some punches, and instead of the normal 300, I think I'll up it to 500 for my Sunday practice. Finally, I'd like to do a little cool down with, Qigong sounds about right. Saturday's my do-nothing day, but I still intend to walk the dog and cool down with the first form from Wing Chun. And there you have it, a quick little schedule plan. Of course, it looks a lot better when you draw it on paper instead of a whiteboard. Let me be frank with you. A schedule, no matter how pretty it is, does you no good if you don't act on it. If you're having problems getting motivated, I've got the perfect ebook for you. It's called Get Off Your Butt and Kick Some Butt. It really is a martial artist's guide to motivation. It'll help you end procrastination, find practice partners, and even find the time to train. By the way, if you're wondering about that wrist locks pattern that I was going to practice on Monday, the initial pattern was number 2 from wrist locks from protecting yourself to becoming an expert. I hope that helps, and I hope to see you at kerwinbenson.com.